You're watching the 24 Sunday movie, Anchors Aweigh, starring Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra. We will continue in a moment.
Friday, Saturday, and Monday, McMorris Ford goes for the record. Hundreds of new cars and trucks, all $87 a month for $1987. And that's with only $87 down. Escort, Tempo, Taurus, Ranger, F-150, and Bronco 2, all $87 a month for $87 down. Financing available at 1.9%, plus 200 dependable used cars and trucks, all just $87 down. Managers have been told to break the record. This offer ends Monday night only at McMorris Ford.
You're about to be taken somewhere you've never been before with new Sure Powder Dry Scent. If you go with the feeling, it'll help keep you powder dry all day long.
Your family's back home today, so wake 'em up their favorite way. 'Cause there's Folgers to brew, your aroma's calling you. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your car.
Nothing brightens your morning like mountain-grown Folgers. Mountain-grown coffee beans have more enticing aroma and richer flavor than any other kind.
That rich aromatic blend is your best morning friend. Starts you out feeling good, that day goes like it should. The best
there.
People keep coming back to Cost Cutters. All over the country, all year long. For convenience, professional stylists, price.
We're here.
The way they're treated. For quality. That's why, for complete family hair care, people keep coming back to Cost Cutters.
Now get a perm and precision cut for only $19.95. Limited time offer.
Now, back to Anchors Aweigh.
Washington will hear about it.
You're watching the 24 Sunday movie, Anchors Aweigh, starring Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra. We will continue in a moment.
Why I Like Showbiz Pizza by Jennifer Marie Adams. Showbiz is where kids of all ages can have fun with rides, games, shows, and pizza. If you're a kid, I highly recommend you go. You could even bring your little brother.
You got it right, it's time for fun. At Showbiz Pizza gives our #1. You can dance, you can play, you can do it your way. Showbiz Pizza, where a kid can be a kid.
Hyundai dealers and their families are just itching to take their vacations, but they can't go until the 87 XLs go. So to clear them out, it's summer break days at Hyundai, with lots of cars to choose from. A full range of models under $7,000 and starting at just $5,420. With the 88s coming, the 87s have got to go. Let's face it, he's got a lot of pressure on him to put you in a new Hyundai right now.
Oh, come on, Dad. Give him a good deal.
Test drive an XL during summer break days at South Fork Hyundai in Austin. We sell cars that make sense.
When I was a kid in West Texas, I used to think that mesquite wood was the only way in the world to cook. It gives meat such a good flavor, and that's what we use when we make Jimmy Dean's mesquite smoked sausage. Good meat, the finest spices, and then we slow smoke it with this marvelous mesquite wood. I'm a little older now, and Lord knows I hope I'm a little bit smarter, and there are other ways to cook, I know that. But mesquite is still the best. Jimmy Dean mesquite smoked sausage.
This is the seal of the American Meteorological Society. 24 is the only television station in Austin allowed to display it. Both Tim Ross and Troy Kimmel have earned the seal after extensive study and review by fellow meteorologists across the country. You get their expert analysis, not only Monday through Friday, but 7 days a week. KVUE TV is the only television station offering you updates 24 hours a day with Weatherline. 24 Action News with meteorologists Tim Ross and Troy Kimmel, giving you more every day. This is 24, KVUE TV, Austin. You're watching the 24 Sunday movie, Anchors Aweigh, starring Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra. We will continue in a moment.
It's a new house in your first day, but you'll wake up your favorite way. 'Cause with Folgers to brew, the aroma's calling you. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Nothing brightens your morning like mountain-grown Folgers. Mountain-grown coffee beans have more enticing aroma and richer flavor than any other kind.
That rich aromatic blend is your best morning friend.
Start you out feeling good, the day goes like it should. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Zestfully clean.
Zestfully clean.
Soap leaves a sticky film on you that won't rinse away, but Zest rinses you fully clean.
You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Now my girlfriend's crazy for that Bruce guy on TV. She says she gets goosebumps, okay? So I asked my barber to make my hair sort of stick up like Bruce's. I figured, great. Haven't seen the show, he says. I bowl that night. Yeah. And then he makes 3 passes at my head like he's trying to land or something. So I end up with a little bare spot on top like Friar Tuck. And now my girlfriend says it gives her goosebumps all right, but not the right kind.
Next time, supercuts. Because nothing grows out slower than a bad haircut.
Wherever you find flowers, you'll find allergies. And contact 12-hour caplets. They help stop sneezing twice as long as Benadryl. Until there's a cure, there's contact.
Now, back to Anchors Aweigh.
Sierra Morena.
You're watching the 24 Sunday movie, Anchors Aweigh, starring Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra. We will continue in a moment.
Inside your home, there are thousands of places bugs can hide, back where foggers can't reach. But Raid Fumigator can. Watch. Wet aerosol foggers spray up, then down. But Raid Fumigator is clean, dry insecticide smoke with twice the penetrating power to kill twice as many bugs dead. Raid Fumigator penetrates, fumigates, kills twice as many bugs dead.
Zestfully clean.
Zestfully clean.
Soap leaves a sticky film on you that won't rinse away, but Zest rinses you fully clean.
You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
It's the Battle of the Rosies.
This Rosie's got the big towel.
This Rosie's got the quicker one, Bounty.
And they're off.
Bounty is the quicker picker-upper. See?
I better change my towel, Rosie.
But not your name, Rosie.
Friday, Saturday, and Monday, McMorris Ford goes for the record. Hundreds of new cars and trucks, all $87 a month for $19.87. And that's with only $87 down. Escort, Tempo, Taurus, Ranger, F-150, and Bronco 2, all $87 a month for $87 down. Financing available at 1.9%. Plus 200 dependable used cars and trucks, all just $87 down. Managers have been told to break the record. This offer ends Monday night only at McMorris Ford.
24, giving you more every day with Good Morning Austin at 9.
A psychiatrist and expert on humor will answer your questions about putting more laughs in your life and why it's good to do that.
Then at 9:30 on the Emmy Award-winning Donahue.
How to meet and marry the man of your choice. We'll tell you how and where to find the man of your dreams. Next Donahue.
And at 10:30, laugh along with Who's the Boss? Monday morning beginning at 9, only on 24. Crime Stoppers and 24 Action News, giving you more every day.
I'll try.
You could laugh and sing and dance as gaily as an elf, but don't expect to get much help if you don't help yourself. Will you try?
If you show me,
I'll show you.
I'll try.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, slugging. Okay.
You're watching the 24 Sunday movie, Anchors Aweigh, starring Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra. We will continue in a moment.
What would you do if cocaine were free? Guess what he did? He turned down food, water, turned down all the things he loved, even sex, and took all the cocaine he wanted until he died. Take the cocaine monkey off your back. Call the Faulkner Center. We know how to help professionally. There's no charge for a consultation, there's no obligation, and no one but you has to know. The Faulkner Center. We'll help you solve your cocaine problem.
Between meetings and practice when nobody was looking, my buddies and I used to sneak over to the Whataburger near the stadium. Some of my teammates could eat 6 in one setting. They were always hot and fresh, and they'd always make them just the way I loved them, with lots of everything. 'Cause to me, a burger's just not a burger without lettuce and tomato. I remember that a big part of being a cowboy was chowing down at Whataburger. But now, instead of 6, I can only tackle about 3.
It's not easy asking for help, but if your dad beats you, or you can't deal with school, or you just get real lonely, ask for it. 472-HELP. It's Austin's crisis hotline. It's free, and you don't have to give your name. Just talk, day or night. Someone that can help you sort things out, help you find someone that can help. Crisis hotline. If you need it, ask for it. 472-HELP.
Perm time.
People keep coming back to Goss Gutters.
Now get a perm and precision cut, only $19.95. Limited time offer.
You're watching the 24 Sunday movie, Anchors Aweigh, starring Gene Kelly and Frank Sinatra. We will continue in a moment. Wednesday's Child on 24 Action News is the most successful and rewarding program of its kind. Thanks to your support and involvement, over 50% of the children featured have been placed in permanent homes. Other young people are still waiting for a loving family to call their own. With your help, KVUE TV continues building families, one at a time. Wednesday's Child with Dick Ellis on 24 Action News, giving you more every day. 24, giving you more every day with the facts of life at 4.
How was the bus ride?
I don't know. I drove.
A car?
No, a lemon.
Then at 4:30 on Barney Miller, the captain hits the panic button when his wife, the social worker, takes a case in a bad section of town. The laughs are on us. Monday afternoon beginning at 4, only on 24.
Getting more kisses, ooh yeah. Getting more kicks. Getting more laughs, getting more licks. Getting more strokes, getting more sips. Without a cigarette between your lips. Getting more guys, ooh. Getting more chicks, yeah. Getting more pops, getting more hits, get more smiles, get more tips. Without a cigarette between your lips, without a cigarette between your lips, yeah.
24, KVUE TV, Austin, in stereo. On the next MASH,
The kid's paralyzed with no apparent injury, which is why I'm sending him to Tokyo. Frank, it's no skin off your nose if we observe him for a few hours. We haven't facilities for every slug nutty that comes through here. Slug nutty?
Wait a second, wait a minute. Look, Frank, settle this diplomatically. Shake hands, go to your corner, and when the bell rings, Trap will come over and beat your brains out.
MASH, Monday evening at 6:30, following the Action News Evening Report, only on 24, KVUE TV.
Did you know a drip or leak in your garden hose can waste hundreds of gallons a day? Do you use plants and grasses that are native to Austin and require little water? Do you use mulch and remove water-gulping weeds from your flower beds? Water early in the morning and only when your lawn really needs it. Check your lawn watering habits and call the Water Savers Hotline at 444-2300.
Hi, Clarence.
You've been watching the 24 Sunday movie, Anchors Aweigh. Join us next week as an airman stranded in the Pacific builds a luxury hotel in Wake Me When It's Over, starring Ernie Kovacs and Dick Shawn. On the next Star Trek.
You know what it's like to be alone?
Yes. You listen to me, you pointed-eared Vulcan. I don't like that. I don't think I ever did, and now I'm sure.
He's a witch! He's a witch!
Nothing to do with it.
At least let me talk to you.
There are witches.
Witch!
Star Trek, Tuesday night at 11, only on 24.
Hey! 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 Hey!
You're welcome. Can I help you, sir?
Yes, I want some information. I want a Social Security retirement application for my uncle. I don't want to miss his first check.
You know, you could have called.
I could have called. I could have called? I should have called.
Most Social Security business can be handled by phone. Call before you visit.
Health Watch and 24 Action News, giving you more every day.
From ABC News, The Weekend Report, here's Tom Gerald.
Good evening. The grapevine of big power diplomacy was alive today with speculation that Soviet leader Gorbachev will visit the United States next month to attend a United Nations session and confer with President Reagan in a summit meeting, possibly to sign a nuclear arms control agreement. The Los Angeles Times published such an account, only to have administration officials deny any plans of being made for a Gorbachev-Reagan summit. However, a UN visit as a possible first step is an option for Gorbachev this fall, as Walter Rogers reports.
A trip for Mr. Gorbachev to America this fall is a clear option for the Soviet leader. And a visit to the United Nations General Assembly would place him at the center of the world stage, a role he seems to enjoy. But Gorbachev has been on vacation since shortly after these pictures were taken August 7th. And there has been no announcement here that he plans to attend the UN General Assembly in New York. These senators were in Moscow this past week, and they believe there will be a Reagan-Gorbachev summit before the end of the year.
My indication is that there is a strong expectation and desire that there should be such a summit meeting.
Well, I'd say the odds are 7 to 5.
The Soviet leader first agreed to come to the United States after his Geneva summit with President Reagan almost 2 years ago. But Gorbachev has been insisting there be an arms control agreement to sign. U.S. and Soviet negotiators in Geneva are reportedly close to a treaty banning short-range and intermediate-range nuclear missiles. A Gorbachev trip to the United Nations this fall could be combined with a summit to sign an arms control deal if it's ready, or there could be another Reagan-Gorbachev meeting to resolve the final obstacles. The next meeting between Secretary of State Shultz and Soviet Foreign Minister Shevardnadze, September 15th, will certainly help shape Mr. Gorbachev's decision on a trip to America in September or October. But both sides appear eager for both an arms control agreement and a summit that will play well at home. Walter Rogers, ABC News, Moscow.
The MX missile system, which has been touted by the Air Force as the keystone to our nation's strategic defense, has run into some serious problems. Besides delays in deployment of the MX system, now all flight tests have reportedly been halted, and a special panel will convene to examine problems with the missile's accuracy.
I owe a lot to Mr. Wheaton. I quit, but he didn't. That guy really stayed on my case. You see, he knew where I was headed as a dropout. I would have spent the rest of my life going nowhere.
I've really been missing you. How's it been going?
So he didn't lecture. He didn't argue. He came and got me. I'll never forget that teacher.
Frank Wheaton, another NEA member who's doing something about the dropout crisis.
Up until now, the only way to measure eye drops was drop by drop, drop by drop. But now, there's another way. Introducing OcuClear, a new measure of relief. Every drop relieves your eyes hours longer, 3 times longer than even Visine. Compared to new OcuClear, the other guys just don't measure up. New OcuClear, the longest-lasting relief your eyes can get.
Several Arab countries today call for an urgent Arab summit meeting on the Persian Gulf War. The demand made by Kuwait, Libya, Jordan, and the Palestine Liberation Organization came at a meeting of the Arab League in Tunisia. The meeting was marked by anti-Iran rhetoric, notably from Saudi Arabia's foreign minister, who accused Iran of terrorist and destructive behavior toward the Arab world. Meanwhile, the latest convoy of U.S. warships and Kuwaiti tankers continued to steam through the Gulf, so far without incident. More now from Mike Lee.
The convoy of 4 loaded tankers is tonight approaching the Strait of Hormuz and could be coming out of the Gulf by Monday morning. The mine-sweeping helicopter carrier Guadalcanal is responsible for establishing a safe path. From on board the Guadalcanal tonight come reports by pool correspondents who've been speaking to some of the Navy personnel about the hazards of mine hunting. One officer is quoted as saying, "Any object we see coming our way, we have to check it out and stay out of its way." It was unnerving, said another officer, because the crewmen had all heard stories about Iran using small boats to attack ships. One officer said that these giant Sea Stallion helicopters cannot work effectively at night. So lookouts are using special night vision equipment, which can spot objects in the dark better than the naked eye. The problem, according to the officer, is that a lot of objects look like mines at first, everything from oil cans to garbage. So far, U.S. convoys have not reported any mine incidents since the supertanker Bridgeton was damaged on its way into the Gulf a month ago. But that incident was no lucky shot, said one naval officer today, who added that there are almost surely more mines in certain areas. If anyone knows where they are, he said, it's the Iranians. Also today, in a dramatic contrast to the tension surrounding the American military convoy, the Soviet Navy outside the Strait of Hormuz was once again demonstrating its more relaxed profile with organized Sunday sports. Instead of last week's volleyball games, the Soviets today held their own rowboat races. Mike Lee, ABC News, in the Gulf.
On South Korea's Kojay Island, 4,000 police are trying to contain rioting by striking shipyard workers. The strikers became enraged when one worker was killed in a clash with police yesterday. They barricaded the hospital where he died with heavy machinery, took control of the building and the factory, and rampaged through the town. The shipyard workers are seeking a hefty wage increase and have been protesting now for more than 2 weeks.
My father had a heart attack, so I asked my doctor how to help keep my heart healthy. He recommended a low-fat, low-cholesterol diet, moderate exercise, and more fish. Since I don't eat enough fish, I take Cardio Omega-3 capsules. Why Cardio Omega-3? It has the important ingredient from fish most diets lack, which many doctors believe is a natural way to help reduce high cholesterol and help lower the risk of heart disease. So I take Cardio Omega-3 every day. I feel great. After all, I've got a lot to live for.
One word distinguishes the American Express card from the others: member. And membership has its privileges.
I'm glad we stayed an extra day.
I'm glad we have the American Express card.
I seem to have lost my wallet with all my cards.
I can have a new card for you by tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
She's so lovely.
She reminds me of you. To apply for membership, look for this display and take one.
How private hospitals could be risking lives by refusing, discharging, or transferring the poor and uninsured. Monday, watch ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Up to a dozen people were injured today near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, when a World War II vintage B-17 bomber ran off a runway and into a gully. The bomber was one of 40 classic planes taking part in an annual air show there. All 9 passengers and 3 crew members were taken to nearby hospitals, some as a precautionary measure. Near St. Louis, investigators are still trying to determine why the landing gear malfunctioned on a TWA flight 756, which was forced to make an emergency landing at Scott Air Force Base yesterday. The pilot was forced to bring the plane down on the jetliner's left landing gear and nose wheel and right engine. 10 of the 181 people aboard suffered minor injuries. Federal investigators say a wing flap control and drive mechanism from Northwest Flight 255 may reveal the cause of last Sunday's air disaster in Detroit. Both are badly damaged and will have to be studied in a controlled environment. While the probe continues, there were outpourings of emotion today. The latest now from Chris Bury.
Tonight, the curious combed the scene for souvenirs as it opened to traffic for the first time since the crash. While across the country, bells tolled and tears flowed for the victims of Flight 255. At a cathedral in downtown Detroit, county officials held a public memorial.
Words cannot adequately convey to the families of the crash victims, particularly, the genuine pain, sorrow, and grief felt deep in the hearts of thousands of people.
Even those who never knew those on board showed up to pay respects.
They're city travelers, they're world travelers, and we all share that common bond. And just as their families are suffering, so are we.
In Phoenix, where Flight 255 was headed and where many of its victims lived, radio stations tonight observed a minute of silence at the same time it went down 1 week ago.
As an expression of our sympathy to the families and friends who lost loved ones.
And strangers came bearing gifts at the hospital where Cecilia Sheehan is recovering. The mailroom took in hundreds of packages addressed to her, toys, balloons, and checks, adding up to $16,000.
The family is overwhelmed. They're stunned by the outpouring of support and concern and compassion for Cecilia.
Tonight, Cecilia is getting better, asking questions and eating popsicles, but she still hasn't been told her parents and brother died in the crash she alone survived. Chris Bury, ABC News, Detroit.
In the wake of the Northwest Flight 255 disaster, Alan McCarter, the head of the FAA, has called an unusual meeting of the major airlines' chief pilots. McCarter says the Thursday meeting will not be a finger-pointing session, but a give-and-take meeting on how to avoid another major air disaster.
You love things sweet and you watch what you eat. Get equal and you're sure to agree. Tastes so much like sugar, using equal sets your sweet tooth. Come on everybody, set your sweet tooth free. You're in control on the road, using equal, don't you see? Whip it in, pour it on deliciously. The NutraSweet and equal set your sweet tooth free.
Only Equal has NutraSweet.
Set your sweet tooth free.
Kodacolor VRG 200 film presents The Color of Love.
This is the day we all come together to celebrate, share our love, the gift we give one another, the gift of love from the one above. Well, don't you know we're all part of the color of life?
There's no better way to picture your life. Kodacolor VRG 200 speed film.
The color of life.
Female boxers, why would they do that?
This week, here on Good Morning America.
Well, it's easy to understand why one of the hottest baseball cards being traded these days is that of Paul Molitor. The Milwaukee Brewers slugger kept it up today, hitting in his 38th straight game. But overseas in Jerusalem, religion, not baseball, dominates the lives of some young people. So guess whose image is on the trading cards? ABC's Gene Meserve has the answer.
Orthodox Jewish children today lead in large part the same lives their grandparents did. No movies, no television, organized sports are forbidden. But their religion encourages one pastime: the buying and trading and collecting of cards which feature not baseball players, but rabbis. Some see their collections as future heirlooms.
Later on, and I'll get married, I'll give it to my children like that. It's like a big thing.
Parents are amused, amazed, and glad.
You want a birthday present, they want a Rebbe card. They don't want something else.
The cards most often are photographs taken at religious ceremonies. The nature of the occasion, the fame of the rabbi, and the rarity of his picture contribute to the value of the card. They're often produced by young entrepreneurs like Moshe Yarmouche of New York. With 12,000 rabbi cards in his collection, he's now turning to producing rabbi videos.
You know, after a hard day or something like that, I would look up to them. I look up at the picture and, you know, it's like inspiring.
Adults stress the card's religious and educational merits.
They should know who the people were and what they did and what their life was about, and not venerate them as something superhuman, but as leaders, Jewish leaders who are important to follow and to try to emulate.
And indeed, the children often do know not only who is on a card, but what he teaches.
He says he doesn't like the television. He said that whoever looks at it is like an animal.
So the card collections reinforce the yeshiva's lessons, keeping religion the focal point of the children's lives. Jean Meserve, ABC News, Jerusalem.
And that's our report for tonight. Jed Duvall and Edie Magnus will have tomorrow's first news on World News This Morning, followed by Good Morning America. I'm Tom Gerald for ABC News. Good night.
The Weekend Report is a presentation of ABC News.
The Miami Dolphins, they're getting their attack into high gear. The AFC champion Denver Broncos, Elway and company want a return ticket to the Super Bowl. It's an NFL preseason special tomorrow night.
ABC Sports, reaching new heights.
Some of us can give our children the good things in life. A nice house, nice clothes, nice toys. But all of us can give our children the best things in life. Our talk, our smiles, our hugs. For over 36 years, the Austin Child Guidance Center has been showing parents how to give their children the best things in life. Now won't you help us as we complete our new building so we can help more parents and children in the future?
24 Action News, giving you more every day.
New Hampshire. This state pioneered the world's first common government, dedicated to the proposition that common people can rule themselves. And nowhere is that more clear than here.
This is the state capitol in Concord, New Hampshire. It was built over 150 years ago and has since remained the meeting site of the largest legislature in the United States.
New Hampshire may be one of our smallest states, but this sea of chairs in the State House of Representatives tells the story. There are 400 members. It's so big, there isn't any room for desks, and no member can make long speeches. If they try, their colleagues boo them down. The state constitution mandates that the legislative session last no more than 45 days a year. Each representative earns $100. A small mileage allowance is also paid, but independent candidates receive no salary whatsoever. And if a special session is called, nobody gets paid. In New Hampshire politics, it's hard to get 2/3 of the state to agree on anything. That's why the state has neither a general sales nor a state income tax. And if you're wondering about the state Senate, the story is a little different. There are only 24 state senators, the third smallest in the country. And no governor has ever served for more than 6 years. The people of New Hampshire are leery of too much government and career politicians. Just try to put something over on the legislature in this state. You can't do it. It's too big. It's truly a government for the people and by the people. In Concord, New Hampshire, I'm Diana Pierce.
Good morning and welcome to Community Vue, a public service of 24. I'm Pat Molander. On Sunday, August 23rd, the Round Rock JC's Pony Colt baseball team and Round Rock Kiwanis Little League will be hosting a Billy Moreland Family Benefit Day. Now, there will be a celebrity softball game headed up by Cliff Gustafson, as well as a dunking booth and cakewalks. Games will start at 2, 3:30, and 5. Now, tickets for barbecue plates will be $5 for adults and $3 for children 12 and under. If it rains on Sunday, then it will be postponed until the following week. The Women's Chamber of Commerce of Texas will hold its first membership meeting on Monday, August 24th from 5:30 to 7:30 at La Mancion Hotel. Now, the new chamber was chartered June 25th by a group of Austin women to promote more economic opportunity for women in business. This first meeting is open to the public and will acquaint members and prospective members with the goals and plans for the organization. Charter membership dues will be $50 a year. The group plans to sponsor programs in business development and retention, entrepreneurial and leadership training, referrals, and governmental relations. The organization has set up offices on the 12th floor of the Perry Brooks building downtown at 8th and Brazos. Well, Austin's 6th and 7th graders can get full information on middle schools at an orientation session on Friday, August 28th. Students entering middle school should report to the campus they will be attending in the fall. The orientation is at 9 a.m. for 6th graders and at 1 p.m. for 7th graders. Regular bus routes will be running. The Austin Community Messenger System is now in operation in Austin to answer your questions about drugs and alcohol. Call 440-8911 and you can listen to pre-recorded messages geared to all ages. This service is available 24 hours a day from any touch-tone telephone, and it's a free call. The program is being made possible through a generous donation by Luby's Cafeterias. Now, they have the complete listing of messages available at all the area cafeterias. Fall catalogs are now available at the Austin YWCA. They are currently enrolling for the new session of classes, which include all different types of exercise and swimming lessons. To obtain your copy, please drop by the YWCA at 405 West 18th Street or call 478-YWCA to receive a copy by mail. On September 3rd from 4 to 6 p.m., the Capital Area Volunteer Center will be hosting a Gator fundraiser. Now, a $10 donation will not only benefit the Volunteer Center, but provide a chance for you to explore volunteer positions in the Austin community. Now, all visitors will enjoy free ice cream and be eligible to win a unique door prize. It's a lakeside lot in Sunny Hills, Florida. Tickets can be purchased at the center, which is located at 5828 Balcones, suite number 205. If you're curious about the property, you can drop by the center and view the photographs of it. The event will be held at the center, but tickets can be purchased before September 3rd if you can't make it that day. The Electric Utility Commission has scheduled hearings on proposed electric rate changes that would take effect on November 1st. People interested in participating in these proceedings must register with the Electric Utility Department by 5 o'clock August 24th. Now, the rate hearings on August 26th will include a public hearing at which time unregistered parties may address the Commission. The dates, times, and locations of the hearings is available by calling the Electric Utility Department at 440-5541. A copy of the proposed rate change is on file at each public library. Now, the hearings will begin on August 25th and continue through September 8th. If your nonprofit organization has an event or service you'd like me to announce, please write to me at Community Vue, Post Office Box 9927, Austin, Texas 78766. Requests need to be made in writing and received 2 weeks prior to the event. Thanks for joining me this morning on 24. I'm Pat Molander.
Television 24 now concludes another day of broadcasting in the public interest. KVUE TV, Austin, Texas, is licensed by the Federal Communications Commission, Washington, D.C., and is an equal opportunity employer, owned and operated by KVUE TV Incorporated, with offices and studios located at 3201 Steck Avenue, Austin. KVUE TV is affiliated with the ABC Television Network, with transmitter located at Route 7, Trail of the Madrones, Austin, and operates on Channel 24, 530 to 536 megahertz, with an effective radiated power of 1,950,000 watts visual, 326,000 watts oral, STL WHA-71, and intercity relay WHF-239. From the staff and management of Television 24 in Austin, a very pleasant good night and good morning.